I see a lot of reviews on this Hoont Bug Zapper device, including my own, but I don't see a lot of reviews telling you how to replace the bulbs here. Before we start, the main caution is this. You've obviously unplugged this. If you didn't unplug this, unplug it. Because you're going to be putting new bulbs in. The second thing is that you got to make sure this is off, this switch, and you have to make sure that it stays off, because there's a little battery in here actually, and if you accidentally, let's say you're working on this end and you hit it on, and that battery is now drawing juice, or has juice that's putting to the new bulbs, you're actually going to get a little bit of a shock or a sting. I've done this once before. It's a little bit of a process. So let's go ahead and do it now. You'll need a PH2 Phillips head screwdriver, and you want to take out these screws first. And they seem small and set in there, which they are, but the PH2 size is actually the most suitable size in this. It's going to be very important that you keep the screws together and you know which screws goes with what, because there are many different sizes of screws here and it's easy to get them confused. So now we're going to take off the bottom. Let's go ahead and take off this back cage. So once the screws in the back cage have been taken out, you lift it from the bottom and then you can just sort of pop it out from the top, like so. So we twist until we can see this prodding stem lined up with this exit relief here, if you can kind of barely see that. You'll see it when you, let me show you with this. You'll see it better when you actually do it. You'll twist this bulb and then you'll see the gold stem line up with the opening, the relief opening. Once that lines up, you can just pop it out here, and then same thing on the other side. You can just pop it out here. And pretty tight area, so it's going to take a little bit of finesse, but certainly doable. Same thing on the other side. We're just going to twist this bulb. I can see the gold. It doesn't give you a whole lot of room to see it, but I can see that gold relief. And now I'm going to kind of wiggle it out of there and wiggle it out on this side. So these are the old burnt out bulbs. You can tell that they're burnt out. So now we're just going to stick the new ones in the same fashion. So slide those in there. So. And you can actually twist it somewhat once you slide it in. If you look here, this part here allows you to twist the bulb so that it doesn't accidentally pop out. It's not going to pop out because these are in there pretty solid, but just for good measure you should kind of secure it with that extra twisting motion. So now we'll do our second bulb. So before we put all the panels back, let's go ahead and make sure it actually works. And there are both of the lights, so we're good to go. Let's go ahead and put on our side panels. Okay, so now the bottom, the sides line up. Let's go ahead and put back the bottom. And now ready to put on the top pieces. I just want to stress that yes, it's flimsy, but at this price point you can't expect something that's necessarily industrial grade, and that's fine because it works. It doesn't need to be that durable. As long as I take care of it, everything should be fine. And that's how you replace the bulbs in a Hoont Bug Zapper.